Hello and welcome back to the Ales and Fails Twitch stream. I'm your host, Alewolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, barstool philosopher, the no throne Cicerone. And welcome back to the Ales and Fails Twitch stream, and welcome back to Friday. It is Friday the 13th, All Witches Day, which means that no witches are excluded from today's festivities. Ghost, spookies, the Fruit Brute, Count Chocula, they're all out there, and so viewer beware, you're in for a scare. But not here, because we generally run a very cozy stream, I want to say, and there's very few scares to be had here. I haven't run a proper horror game yet, and I don't know that that's ever really going to change. I've thought about playing Resident Evil games in the past, but by the time I get to that, it's probably not gonna happen. Anyways, what we are playing today is Elden Ring, which is something that I've been playing recently. And this would be more of a modern speakeasy game, except that it's not really a persistent campaign. I kind of just pick it up whenever I get the itch. And I am getting that Elden Ring itch right on the side of my arm. So we are doing that. We're probably still going to be exploring, what is it called? Liurnia of the Lakes. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And see what we find. Last time I played, I actually was in the middle of a dungeon. I wasn't having a lot of luck with the boss, and I'm thinking that I might try summoning just a random player to see what that's like, if they can provide any assistance or not. I've never actually really summoned random people. Like, I played with friend of the stream, John, in the past, but I've never just summoned a random individual. So this might be like a fun trial sort of thing. I'm not too sure. Or maybe I just beat the boss on my own and I never mentioned this again. There's me trying to fix the camera angle once again. I think I do that like religiously at this point. With every single stream, I'm not satisfied with the camera angle. But so it goes. We are never satisfied here at the Ales and Fails Twitch stream, and one of the things that we never stop being is thirsty. And so to start off with today's menu, we'll be talking about a helping from our friends at the German Paulaner Brewery. This is their Weizen Radler, and it is a non-alcoholic beer. Kind of just felt like starting the stream off with something a little lighter. Obviously, non-alcoholic means that we've got no alcohol in this particular beer. Which, you know, if you are just, if it's the middle of the day, if you don't really want to get alcohol in your system because you gotta go pick up the laundry, then you don't want to drink alcohol, and this is probably as good of an option as it gets. I feel like in previous eras, non-alcoholic beers were kind of like frowned upon because of their lack of taste, but I feel like business has really picked up both externally with the breweries like Paulaner and American craft breweries, specifically Athletic Brewing, is making really mean business out of their non-alcoholic branding. And so I enjoy it. It is the same, it is very similar, very enjoyable, bready taste of beer, but you don't have any of the alcoholic effects that, you know, might impair you otherwise. In terms of a Weizen Radler, though, I think we've got two things to talk about here. First, Weizen. If Weizen just means wheat beer, and so it's a beer, it's an ale made of a significant amount of wheat as opposed to just barley. So that's where that wheat comes from, and it gives it a thicker flavor to it. If you've ever had wheat anything, that's a little more what you would taste like. And a Radler is kind of like a particular type of beverage. It is like a lemonade or like a citrus based beverage, and you combine that in a certain proportion to beer. I think it's 2 parts lemonade, 1 part beer, or something like that. Or at least that's how it was historically made. These days, I'm sure the formula has been tweaked, but whenever you see a Radler, it is something that was made from some part beer and another part lemonade or some other citrus beverage. So that's what I think about my thoughts on what a Weizen Radler is. But let's see what Untapped has to say on the matter. Okay, let's see. Paul Anner. Weizen. Here we go. And I'm fairly certain that I've had this one at least once before. I remember it being quite delicious. This mix is in a class of its own, combining the great taste of Paulaner Hefeweizen with natural effervescent lemonade in a non-alcoholic alternative for a refreshingly fruity yet malty taste. The citrus notes of lime, orange, and lemon match the wheat beer perfectly and provide a uniquely balanced taste experience. So very nice, very, very apt description right there. The only things of note right here that you might notice is the fact that it really is lemonade what we have here as opposed to any other citrus notes there. But that's what Untapped, the masters Untapped has to say on the matter. Let's go ahead and taste this guy. And while I'm opening this and pouring, I will alert the ale pack world out there that yes, yesterday afternoon we did reach 41 followers, which certainly a goal that has been eluding us since the beginning of time. And for those of you big streamers out there, maybe 41 followers is not necessarily the biggest thing in the world, but you know what, I think it's a milestone. You gotta celebrate your milestones, folks. Celebrate your birthdays, celebrate your leap years. There should always be a good reason to celebrate. And welcome first time chatter Chris Girl 13. Love your OOTD. You're gonna have to explain to me what my OOTD is. The first time I read that, I thought Ocarina of Time, but that doesn't make any sense. No, that doesn't make any sense at all. But anyways, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're having an awesome Friday. And it pours clear. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a whiff of this. It's actually like a strong lemonade flavor, I want to say, combined with like a few bready notes. It's interesting. It's light of an aroma. Faganil there, viewer. And so it's sweet. The first thing that hits you is that it's sweet. It does have a very strong presence of lemonade, but what I taste also is just mandarin oranges. It has that slight breadiness that you would expect from a particular beer, but not overpowering, and certainly absolutely no notes of bitterness, which is what turns some people off sometimes. In terms of thickness, I want to say maybe a thickness of like a 2 out of 5 in terms of body composition. It is crisp. It clasps your tongue. It leaves a very slight citrus aftertaste, but it's quite enjoyable. I think it's moderately sweet. It's not overpowering. I think it hits the spot. So this is delicious. I like it for a non-alcoholic beer. I think this is delightful. So yeah, let me go ahead and just check this one in so that we can actually move on to our game. And a 3.5 is actually a solid ranking for this particular beverage. Let me go ahead and update my ticker over here. Honestly, these Paulaner entries just have the longest names in the world. Let's shorten that a bit, shall we? Okay, that's a little bit better. So that's what's on Tapped. Like I said, we're gonna go back to Elden Ring now. Here's hoping that you join me. there's bound to be antics to be endured, and I can already tell that my goggles are going to be fogging up very soon, so stay tuned for a break very, very soon. But before we do that, let's go live. And of course, gotta wait for my trusty Xbox controller to turn on. And let me just do something for a second here. Okay, so every time I start this game, I just gotta remember how to actually play this game. Shields up. Look at that. Of course, I'm wasting my magic here. Fire pots. I've got some fire pots, of course. Let's see. By the way, are you interested in improving your Twitch custom graphics even more? Maybe I can help. You know, in an ideal world, yes, I would. But we live in a sub-ideal world. And so the answer is no for now. But thank you for asking. Let's see. Rest at the sight of grace. I might want to check out your portfolio. I could certainly do that. But perhaps these things are best left to after stream. Okay, so I think we've got it. I think we're good. Of course, our big trigger being the big hand. Can you have my Discord? Acquire materials. Now I know that there's definitely some bogeys around. And I think I need to equip first. I'm trying to equip my fire lantern. And there we go. That makes things just a bit better. And I know there's another guy right here, if I'm not mistaken. There he is. A beautiful stranger. And I think this is a summoning stake for multiplayer, which, like I said, I might have to resort to in this particular instance. Of course, this lever was already pulled. And I think to get to the boss, we just go right through here. And I think this is the stake. So I wonder if I want to actually call on multiplayer. I think I have to activate this thing, right? And then I have to do my you can leave a gold summon sign to play cooperative. This sign will appear. Actually, let me change. Defeat the area boss. You know what I should do is actually change this password. Let's go with Ales. Ales is good. Sorry, I have this thing where I can't not leave a word capitalized. Something in the young Ale's upbringing that I cannot not have that. So multiplayer password, you'll only be matched with. However, multiplayer passwords do not apply to invasions or support multiplayer. Maybe just delete this one. I think that makes sense, right? Okay. And just a second here. Okay. And so I think this is when I put the summon effigy. You know, given the fact that I've never actually done this successfully, I'm going to say that there's probably some step I'm missing here, but maybe that's okay. And what if how I activate the maybe I actually need to go to that stake over there. Maybe that's what that is. Turn this thing off. Being summoned to another world as a cooperator. You know, I didn't assume I was the cooperator. That's fun. Host of fingers. Wow. I don't even know how to do anything. You know, I've actually never helped anyone, so this should be fun. Hopefully they are good on their own. What the? Well, that was fun for about a second. I didn't know that he had a second phase. That's actually pretty impressive. So was the idea that because I was the one placing my sign, that I was the one being summoned as opposed to the opposite? I think that's what happened. Okay, let's try this again. If you are summoned, I want to try this again, but let's see, inventory. So, various types of summon: gold signs, red signs. Send a cooperative summon sign to several summoning pools. I see. So this allows you to go to other people, whereas this one makes it so that you can see people's signs. Okay, well, let's try it one more time, and if I don't see anything, then we just try it on our own. I am certainly saddened by the fact that whoever summoned me probably lost. Dog ahead. Decoy ahead. Invisible sword ahead. Seek the slug? What is the name of this place anyways? Wraith ahead. Maybe there's a particular strategy I'm not following here. What is the name of this place? And of course those are my remains. What is the name of this cave? Where would I find that? Maybe I need to go to my own side of grace. If I can find it, it's quite dark in here. Okay, so let's rest here. Roads and Catacomb, is that? So, if I put Roads and Catacombs boss, And I'm kind of trying to just look for some tips on the boss. Jellyfish. So many hands. Spirit Collar Snail. On the second boss fight, you'll notice two things as you begin to attack the spectral warrior in front of you. One, you're dealing no damage to the true health bar, and two, this opponent is not a snail as the name implies. This is because, much like the Witch of Hemswick from Bloodborne, this warrior is a facade for the true boss. The warrior itself does have a health bar, but only once depleted would the snail reveal itself, often tucked in the back corners of the arena. Upon the reveal, you can then charge at the snail and deal high amounts of damage before it disappears again, and the cycle repeats. The snail itself poses no threat, but the warrior it summons can be surprisingly deadly. The warrior will use a 3-move combo of a jab, sweep, and then slam using its staff, which can be dodge rolled out of. Warrior is prone to also performing a long-distance staff with the tip of his staff that can very easily catch you off guard if you try to get a couple seconds of breathing room to heal. So be careful. Thankfully, it doesn't produce a shockwave. Foot stomp, main attack, sprouts wings. It can easily one-hit you. Cast. Okay, so I guess there's an additional target in the battlefield that I haven't really seen this entire time. Apparently it's some sort of snail. So then don't try to attack this thing. Okay. So don't need this. Away with ye. So dark in here. Okay. And now let's see if we can do the multiplayer thing, but if not, we can give it a shot ourselves. And still enjoying some Weizen Rattler, for anyone wondering. Not really seeing anything. Am I going back? Yes, I was going back. Root resin. I wonder if it's because people's call signs are, again, all the way upstairs. There doesn't seem to be any change. Or maybe by the side of grace? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Well, if there's people out there that are willing to help, they are certainly not interested in helping us. Not today, anyways. Not today. So really the trick here is survivability. Maybe gotta remember to summon my pups. Wait, did I not? Why can't I summon? What just? Oh, it's because I have the furry fingers, isn't it? Maybe I'm supposed to attack him for a while and then? Could be. Let's try this again. What if I expand my region? Perform matchmaking. Okay, try one more time. I assume that means you're expanding your reach, but that's just an assumption of mine. And I'm gonna say that if I don't see anything in the next few seconds, then that is that. And we should really stop wasting our time with this if it's not gonna happen. And I guess unfortunately I won't be able to summon my dogs for this particular fight. What the? Well, I just got smashed there. I wonder how long it takes for the snail slug to appear. How long? Alright, let's give this a shot. Doesn't seem like I'm having a lot of luck blocking the guy. Let's go, boys. Oof. Jeez. I was just drinking my stuff. I still haven't seen this snail show up. Spirit collar snail. Oh boy. I don't know why I do this to myself. For the love of the game, of course. Try one more time. So this thing is different than the actual boss itself. This guy thrusts so fast, it's ridiculous. And down he goes. So, like I said earlier to our visitor, hopefully you are having a wonderful Friday. Mine happens to be a mixed bag of sorts so far. Actually, I won't be able to run for as long this today, and that's because I'll be going to go get a COVID vaccine at my local Walgreens. So, yeah, for the good of the nation. Hope you find some time to do that same thing yourself. And how did he reach me? I just don't understand where he's getting this. Come on, guys. What? How did he slash me like that? If only I had like a band of brothers to aid in the fight. But we'll try this a few more times, and if it's just not happening, we'll leave it behind. If it's just not happening, I gotta just learn how to roll better. Alright, let's go get him, boys. You're not even targeting the guy. Wow. How does he turn on a whim like that? And where is this crazy slug? Whoa. So he had range. That is wild. No slug yet. I am not seeing this magical slug. I'm wondering if there's any value to just fighting him on my own for a while, forgetting to summon the boys, getting a bit more experience that way. Yeah, maybe do that. Maybe I'll summon the boys if I get to see the slug. That would be funny. Well, I blocked his first attack, and that's gotta mean something, right? There's something very quick about this attack pattern, though. It's kind of wild. Wait a second, there it is. Or at least I saw it for a second. Can't even reach the dude. So the slug is in that corner over there. But then as soon as this guy appears, it's kind of just removed from the map. Hey, at the very least I'm getting all the root resin I could ever want. Let's go, guys. That was unnecessary. And that was just like a point blank, I'm going to take all your hit points kind of hit. Guidance of Grace. Nice. Okay. Is it there? No, it's not there yet. What a punk. And I think one of the tactics that I generally depend on is that if I can get a hit in, I can generally, because of the strength, my strength rating, it's almost a certainty that I will at the very least have the enemy get prone. But I guess this figure is different. Alright, let's go a few more rounds. How does a lamppost go through my body? I don't... Guys, the logics just doesn't make any sense. You know, whenever we're playing video games, all we're asking for is logic. The logical logic. The app. I don't know what the point of that is. Come on, friend. That was just like a boop, boop. This guy is wild. I should really save these games for whenever I have a friend of the stream, John, around. Maybe I'll just save like a boss run for him. Oh, come on. Boom. I guess since we're kind of just trying to do it by ourselves, I might as well just hit the multiplayer thing. Since I'm not really summoning my wolves anyways. Summoning pools. I wish that these were just a bit more these just made a bit more sense. Yeah, let's give that a moment to materialize. And actually, while I'm doing that, let me just go ahead and find where can I see summon signs. Aleden ring. So generally by the stakes, but maybe it's because I'm not at the main stake. Is that what that is? It's like, oh yes, that might have something to do with it. Ah. What are you doing? Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to see them around here and that's why. But I've tried that before. I can't imagine that there's absolutely nobody wanting to do this. What are you doing? Oh, by the way, I did pose a question of the night. And that is, what do you like about fall? I myself, I'm a big fan of pumpkin spiced anything. That's because I'm a basic kind of fella. Nothing special about that. I do love my Oktoberfest beers though. As if you didn't already expect that answer. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Let's go face that guy. I think I'm done trying to figure this thing out. At least for now. Lest I get desperate again. Kind of funny that this boss has this particular gimmick. And yet I haven't even gotten to the point where I can do that. Ah, and I should have rolled through instead of rolled back. Alright, I think we're done with this particular aspect. Let's go ahead and mark it. And let's go back outside. Oh, that was a good time. I think that was a good time. Did you have a good time? Okay. So let's go ahead and mark this with one of these signs. Site of Grace. Let's go with Skull. And what you'll probably see eventually is I have a bunch of skulls on my map, and those are bosses that I have not defeated yet. So let's get out of here. Let's continue checking out Liurnia of the Land of the Lakes. Living in the land of the lost. Ah, it's so nice and bright outside. Feels like makes me want to get some breakfast. And I guess let me go ahead and equip Torrent again. Don't need this anymore. Okay. Oh, right, these are bats. Ooh. Okay, good. No gripes about taking down bats. You know what? Maybe just let them be. Just for today. And here we have our friends, the jellies. Yeah, I think they don't actually attack you if you don't do anything to them. No. I was just trying to check out my map. So we're still going north. I want to see if I can unite both pieces of this map. Yeah, going north. You know, for as much as I like to travel with Torrent, I do feel like you do miss a few things if you do that all the time. Ooh, a Sight of Grace. By the power of Grayskull. Now the thing that I have to be careful about whenever I see something like that in the distance is, oh hey, I can just randomly drop down and it'll be okay. And a lot of the times that's fine. But sometimes it's either A, I'm actually jumping into an enemy ambush, or 2, I misjudge the height and I will die as soon as I fall. Great, so one more Sight of Grace. Revenger's Shack. Is that a special tree? Revenge ahead. Somebody gonna be upset for some reason. I don't know, seems like everything is okay. Ah, madness. Be wary of the bug. Now, a computer one, or... I feel like I'm supposed to meet somebody here. But maybe they are not here yet. Which is funny, why would you have a shack be constructed and demolished if you never made it there in the first place? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. Beautiful. Ugh, one of those squid things. The squid things, of course. In the middle of the lake. Land O'Lakes. Ooh, and there's like a little mountain in the middle of that whole thing. Maybe take Torrent all the way over there. See what the up and up is. Hopefully it's not deep water though. Ooh, and I see one of those roly-polies. Oh, come on. How dare you? Look at that. If there's one thing I will say about my fireballs, it's that I wish they had a bit more reach. Anything? I probably missed the boat on that one. I don't know that this is doing anything for me. Let's explore this little island before I move on though. Try jump attack. Archer required ahead. Try stealth. Ooh, what is that a dragon? I think that's a dragon. Come on, you. That took way too long. Yeah, so that is a dragon. I don't know that I'm ready to face one just yet. I do remember facing Great Dragon Akio though. It looks like it's sleeping. Sure, it's gonna wake up as soon as I approach though. Ooh. That was simple. Why is it not attacking? Has it just not seen me yet? No. Like, here we go. Hey, why did I... And one of the things that I dislike about the Xbox controller, or my particular controller, is just the fact that as soon as I press down on the left analog, it'll assume that I'm pressing the... Wow. Run, 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 run. Go away. Oof. That is wild. I am not doing a lot of damage, am I? That was instant death, wasn't it? That was a good fight, though. Let's try that one more time. One more. Leonia of the Lakes. Here's wondering if those wow, that thing is quick. I must have been like a mile away from it, and it just reached out. Just reached out to say hello. Crazy. Let me go ahead and allocate my flask charges. All health. Try this one more time. I think dragon fights are fun, and if you know what you are doing, you shouldn't be getting hurt. It's the thing though where if you get hit once, that's kind of it. Actually, I would like to know what I got from that little statue. Was it something important? Probably not, huh? Banished Knight Ongball. golden seeds. This is like a key item. Key to the Academy's 2 sealed gates. I think I got one of those, maybe? I should watch the stream, I guess. Eh. I'm sure whatever it was very important. Cool. So that one's a little bit closer. Temple Quarter. That's kind of funny to see a site of grace all the way over here. Okay. Dragon ahead. What are you guys doing? Alright, let's go see this guy. That's not what I wanted to do. What is it? It's like... Okay, so 2 hands. Entering 2-handed mode. Is that another one? Did I just come from that actually? Yes, that is exactly what I did. Tail. And this is where it gets dangerous. Oof. Wait, what? Move out of the way. The more he flies, the more dangerous he will come. Why did I just... Wow! Can you get back on the horse, dude? What are you doing? Oh! What is happening? I am so not understanding why he just randomly pops off the horse. Seriously. I'm being too greedy. Crazy. Okay. Dragon fight. Nice. Too close. Right. Wow. What was that? Fault of geometry. And I can't target the guy. Oh, come on. Where did he go? Wait. Oh, there he is. Hopefully yeah. I was wondering that if I got too far. Oof. Oh, this is no good. close, too close. And really the terrain here is one of my biggest enemies. Ah, come on. My sword swings are so terrible. Certainly on horseback. Too close. Run. Oof. And of course right there I just got way too greedy with the guy. Might give that one more shot. But I think we're ready for a break. I think that was a good fight, but I didn't realize that he would just one-shot me like that. That was going really well, I thought. Till next time. The thing about dragon fights is that, you know, they can be a little more manageable once you know what you're doing, but number one hit deaths, and number two, they take so darn long. Alright, let's go on a break here. Gotta feed good boy Churro. So we will be back 5 or 6 minutes. to the Ales and Fails Twitch stream. I'm your host, Ale Wolf, otherwise known as Ale's Gentleman Streamer, the excellence of an execution, good old Beer Goggles 21. And welcome back to the stream. I've been playing Elden Ring for about an hour and a half at this point. Haven't really gotten too much progress. We were just fighting a dragon in the middle of the Liurny of the Lakes, having a grand old time, and then it just one-shot killed us just as we reached the halfway point, which is kind of sad. It's kind of just you feel like you're making good progress, and then all of a sudden one hit shot, it's all gone. The last 10 minutes of your efforts, and they're no longer there. But you know what? That's okay. We can always try again. But before we try again, like Pink said, what's on tap? What's on the menu? And this is something that we've had before, and it is very seasonal. This is Rocktoberfest from our friends at Almanac Brewing, and as you can see, there's a pumpkin guy with the lederhosen having a Wiener Schnitzel of some sort, combining the two best things of fall, that being pumpkins and of course Oktoberfest. So this is a German-style lager brewed with Weyermann Bark Pilsner, Munich and Karamunich malts. So what exactly is an Oktoberfest beer? Well, actually, let's start with what's a lager. Well, a lager is not an ale. Generally, I have ales, but I do love lagers as well. Lagers are different than ales in the fact that they are beer, and when they ferment, rather than fermenting at the top, they ferment at the bottom. And because they ferment at the bottom, any particular residues that the yeast might yield to the broth is actually already, I want to say maybe it's collected more at the bottom, which gets filtered out, and what you get is a very crisp beverage. It's light, it's refreshing, it's delicious. The other interesting thing about lagers is that they generally are brewed in colder temperatures. Oktoberfest are particular types of lagers that are very specific to the region of Munich, Germany. And that's where they have the Oktoberfest festival, of course. Oktoberfest beers are otherwise known as Marzen, and that's because they are cultivated, they are harvested in March, and they are allowed to rest and ferment from March all the way till like the end of September, which is when the Oktoberfest festival happens. And they're generally like slightly more amber colored beers. I want to say not too heavy, very very forward with the malts themselves, and of course you have Munich malts. So they're quite delicious. So those are my thoughts on what Oktoberfest beers are. Let's see what Untapped has to say on the matter. So, German-style lager brewed with Weyermann Bark Pilsner, Munich and Karamunich malts. Light and toasty, this classic German-style fest beer knows how to party. This traditional fest beer is brewed with authentic German barley, full of rich toasted malt flavors with a light body and refreshing crispness. It's a party in a can, and it just might make you dance your arsch off. So, that's interesting because it calls itself a fest beer. Fest beers are actually slightly different than Oktoberfest beers. The main difference being that actually fest beers are a little bit lighter in color and body than Oktoberfest beers, but some people use the term interchangeably. Let's go ahead and taste this guy and see what that's like. And of course, this is an American fest beer as opposed to a German one. Always interesting to see what our friends in America, what they do with European beers. So already I can sense a very malty nose. Yeah, very strong, very very German-like. Fang and ale beer. So this reads like an Oktoberfest beer, to be honest with you. Good body. The malts are definitely Oktoberfest-like, rich, complex, a little bit toasty, light on the toast. No real hop character though, which is a little bit different than I would expect from an Oktoberfest beer. I generally think of noble hops whenever I drink something German. And this one is mostly focused on the sweetness of the malts, which is a take, which is solid, but leaves just a little bit to be desired. Otherwise, it's tasty. It's good. I would certainly enjoy it with a Wiener Schnitzel. So with that, let's go ahead and check this in. 3 stars is fine. It's fine. It's fine. You guys did okay. You guys did good. So let's go ahead and update the old ticker. And of course, we still have the question of the night on the board. What is it about fall that you enjoy? Let me know. Sound out your thoughts. And yeah, let's keep going here. Let's go back to the game. Okay. Give me just a second here, folks, before starting. Alright. So, you know what? Rather than going back and facing the dragon, I'm gonna try to see if I can power up my sword, just because I feel like I wasn't doing enough damage. Let's forget. One of the things that I was forgetting how to do is to actually use my sword with both hands. Use my shield with 2. Can you imagine just hitting people with a shield like this? What is it? There was a character in Blood Plus that used to do that. So let's go back to the circle of the table of the lost of Greece. I think that's where I can power up my sword a bit more. Seems like I can't take off my shield like this. Wait a second, do you have a head there? Is that Litany of Proper Death? I don't remember these spells, but it seems like I need... Ooh, holy damage, that's cool. But I still need more intelligence. I'm not one of the intelligence sort, unfortunately. Yes, we've talked. We have talked. Greatsword +3. Now what I would really like to use is this thing. Needs a 40 strength though. That's crazy. As well as a high dexterity value. And of course, what I really also want to use is the Manners Tower Shield. But unfortunately, it would set me over the rating. I also need a 30 strength to use it. And of course, the fingers. Can't forget the fingers, of course. I wonder what these guys are doing while I'm just like out and about. Sir Gideon Ofnir the All-Knowing.
What is it? So, Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale.
I think I've heard your story before. No offense. I wonder if this guy actually ever talks. He's like, oh hey, how's it going? And of course there's a battle down there. Hey, who are you?
Pleased to meet you. Your name's Roger. A sorcerer by trade.
Oh, hey, Roger.
Sorry stay. I had a little mishap, and now I can't leave. As you might guess, it's far from ideal.
I see what you mean.
Ah, I know. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? Time can move rather slowly, stuck here. You know, a little conversation goes a long way.
So some ashes of ward. Carrion greatsword. Grants affinities and skills to ornament.
Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great wound. Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it.
Ooh.
As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore. Ah, so you've met D. D is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends.
That is,
He was telling me that he discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person, and if they were like you, all the better.
I think D is that wolf guy that you meet at some point out and about. Excuse me. Hey, wait a second. Oh right, this makes your summons a bit stronger. Who was talking just now?
You was in. I didn't notice you there. I'm doing my job, same as ever. Just lay out your arms.
About
Those
prayer.
words were not meant for you. I may be prisoner to you, tarnished lot. But my prayers are mine. Let mine alone. Well, I've had my say. I spoke with the girl. She has a gift, so I told her everything. We're indebted to a spirit tuner I met long ago. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Yeah, you're alright. Okay, so I need more runes here. Runes I don't have, of course. Let me go ahead and use all of these. that enough?
Back already, no matter.
Yeah, of course it's just a bit more.
Back already, no matter.
And maybe let's do one more. Runes come and go.
Back already, no matter.
Okay, so I've got it at +5. That's where I was. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go face that dragon. And let's double hand this. Maybe let's try to be a bit more economical and go and do small thrusts. Now, what is this? Oh, it's one of these summoning pools, huh? For all that help that I will be using. I think it's just a click. Alright, let's go get this guy. Wow, ride. Yeah, maybe I'll just stop using deep thrusts. Wow. Oof, one touch of fire, and that's all it takes. How did I last so long the first time around? Maybe I need to use that spell. Magic fortification. Not a bad idea. I wonder how long that lasts. Alright, let's try again. I just really wanted to get him in the face one time. Wow, move. That was way too close for comfort. This reminds me of a Rathalos fight. I said generally have a chance with a Rathalos. Nice. Is that it? No. Can you just... What is happening? Just summon the steed. I have never had that happen to me before. Wow, why are you not on your horse, dude? I just really frustrated by the random dismounts. Like, we're trying to have a pretty classy fight here. Oh, wonderful. Where is he standing? What is even happening? Wait. Oh, does he just despawn? It almost seems like my inputs are delayed here. Okay, a bit over halfway. He did not like that attempt. Way too close for comfort. No. Oh man, that was rough. That was rough. I really thought that I had him. Did you think that I had him? Maybe one more time and then we call it, I think. I guess we are really keeping up on the theme of the Ails and Fails Twitch stream. But so it goes, so it goes. And actually, maybe I should have those Roa fruits on, raisins. On horseback. Let me equip those. Maybe that's one of the problems that I'm facing here. And I don't know that my magic fortification lasts for very long. But it's better than not having them, right? Alright, let's go take down this guy. And I did that for myself. Definitely my fault. Why didn't I jump? I asked the character to jump. Ay, ay, ay. Wait, why? Where did my horse go? Once again. And I think I'm starting to get a read on where he's gonna fire. So that might be a little bit easier to target. Wait, why did you do that? Why did you do that, dude? Dude. Oh, way too close. Let's see. Oh, wow. And if I just need more magic fortification. I hate to leave this fight. I know that I can win it. But okay, one last go. One last go. To your health. I don't think at that point we will have given it a solid try. What was that? Oh, just a mushroom. Just a mushroom. Nothing particularly significant in terms of runes. Wait, what happened there? Okay, when enemies just randomly get extensions. Was that my horse? Yes, it was. Wait, why am I on foot? I don't understand. Just the logic behind dismounting me is so absurd. I am seriously tapping the jump button and it just not responding. Time to feed the old gal. Just hit nothing, why not? And I think maybe one of the things that I'm noticing is that every time it dematerializes, it probably recovers some energy. No, not this way. Okay, good. Totally scorched. Alright, I think that's it in terms of dragon hunting. I think I had my fill. I think I had my Dr. Phil. Oh, terrible joke, Ales. So let's put a marker. Let's put yet another marker here. What's a good dragon sign? Is there a dragon sign? Yeah, let's go with this. That means dragon. What a pity. Okay, let me go find my ashes and get out of here. Not interested. Not today, old friend. Not today. Hey, what is this? Is that a little camp or what? Oh, huh. Let's get off our horse. Ah, they have sonic booms. Wait, what is... What a punk. Just ganging up on me, guys. What the? Oh, I thought it was an NPC. It wasn't gonna attack me. Move. Poison. There, was that a world boss? That might be my one victory today, folks. Welcome, friend of the stream, Rio09. How are you doing? And you just happened to tune in the one monster I was able to defeat today, so fortunate you. Alright. I wonder if there was anything in special here. Seems like it was just a random monster singing, and then actually nothing else. I think one of the things about this game is that I feel like you can approach things in more ways than one sometimes. Like maybe I could have done something to ensure that that bat didn't become aggressive. Maybe I shouldn't have killed its family. First up beautiful, and then time for destruction. Something incredible. But yeah, it doesn't seem like there was anything else here. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else. Well, that was an interesting monster, whatever the case. For those of you still taking account, we're still enjoying our Rocktoberfest by our friends at Almanac Brewing. And by friends, I mean it's a one-sided relationship. I only like them, they don't really like me. I really hope at some point I get the rest of this map. Is that a giant lobster? Actually, I think all of these are giant lobsters. Let's, one of the things this game has taught me is don't attack giant crustaceans. They are very fast for some reason. They're like swamp lobsters. The very well-known swamp lobsters, of course. What is that? More enemies? Yeah, those are definitely enemies. There's just no friends in Elden Ring, you know? No friends at all. A random site of grace, of course. Luring out required ahead. I was thinking that this was one of those polls where you find maps, but no such luck. I'm going south for no reason. But what is this? The land of the spider friends. Spidey and his amazing friends. Where are we? An elephant graveyard? Wow. I hear an enemy. Ooh. And of course I had to just sit there like a fool and take the attack. Ooh, a village of friends. Or a cemetery, maybe. Now, who comes across a place like this and they call it a village of friends? Me, that's who. I jumped over your slow-moving orb. there are more of you guys. Of course, the issue here is the fact that they are all low to the ground, so you can't actually pick them out very easily. Where's the next one? I feel like I'm gonna be ambushed. Oh, there we go. Okay, any more? Before we get the spoils of war. All of these fun golden runes. And I would say great. But I feel like I generally save my golden runes for whenever I'm very close to reaching a level up, and then I will just use it to top up what I'm missing. Or if I need to buy something urgently and I just don't have the runes, I will use them then. So even if I got like a whole mess of runes, I probably wouldn't use them immediately. Okay, I gotta find a systematic way to determine which are the ones that I've already visited. What were those guys even protecting? You guys, what were you doing there? Time for sleep. Indeed, sleep is golden. Any more? There's a couple more here. I wonder if at some point during the game you like encounter gigantic runes. She's like, oh, here's 10,000 experience. Okay, so if I'm really looking at my inventory, how many golden runes do I have? Not a lot. Oh, I think it's because a lot of these are called the same thing. Actually, they're all called golden runes. Okay. So now that I know that those guys are weak, maybe I can go back to the first place that I saw them and just take out the couple. Those guys over there. Oof, I got hit. Is there any more here? Were they protecting something? I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe it was just a way of showing me these are the types of enemies that are up ahead. Ooh, what is that? I see a little tower and I see lobsters. We gotta have lobsters. Smithing stone. Anything else here? I honestly thought I was gonna find the map. I keep hoping for that map. What is those steps? Oh, it's the lobsters. They have very distinct footsteps. Very lobster-like. If I must admit, if I am telling the truth, the footsteps are very lobster-like. Where are we? Thor? What is this? Well, that's hardly fair. He barely put up a fight. Still no trio. What a place to just hang out. Hey, I vaguely remember this place. Or at least I remember this giant rock turtle. I don't know that I can climb it up from here. Unless I had like a grappling hook. But what was that NPC that I guess I had met? Maybe they were up high. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing them. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Oh, of course. And of course, lightning. Of course, lightning. What is this place? Looks like a small army of some sort. Or an army of eggs. And that seems like something right over there, right? In all this darkness. Let's head in that direction. Or can I just mark it? There, over there. Oh, great. Haha. Great. Okay, so that uncovered that. But then we've still got this entire center area, which is the lake itself. Interesting. Wow, we've gone a pretty long way from Limgrave. I wonder what this fortress is all about. I'm actually right now wondering if I should go back into the middle of the lake to see if I can find something. Like the rest of the map. At this point, my progress is limited to I just want to find the maps. Why do I have markers in this other area? Where does that other marker lead? Morn Tunnel. Oh, the alien village. Let's keep that marker there. I feel like I needed to do something. Ooh, I sense a site of grace. By the power of Grayskull. It's 2:30. We're about 1 hour away from us wrapping up. It is not what I do, but what I drink that defines me. Maybe a couple more minutes before our final break. Why is it that runes end up being inside skulls anyways? So let's go into the middle of the lake, see if we can just randomly find that. Let's ride. Let's put a beacon here. Oh, I remember this thing. That was quick. Ah, my 1,600 runes. Status, death. What's your status, soldier? Dead. There's a whole bunch of these. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's just pick up my runes and get out of here. Make like a tree and get out of here. Hey, did I just... Hey, pick them up, dude. Wow. That took a while. What is this, the magical capital? It is actually Helm's Deep. Well, let's just follow the beacon. Like I said, this is a blind shot at trying to find the rest of the map for this area. Why am I looking for the map? Because it seems like an easy enough goal. And of course we are right. Oh, wait a second. What about this thing? Let's go there. Have we been here before? What is this? Tantalizing. Travel. How about we get the map? Put a marker here or here. And then we'll come back. How about that? And it's like a sunken village of some sort. Academy Gate Town. The gate at the foothold of the academy. I am sure there must be like a site of grace somewhere around here. I wonder if they're all magic types. Ooh, hey, hey. Oh, for a moment there I thought that was an NPC. Okay, and I should be very close to whatever it is I just found. Here, inside this cathedral. Might require a bit of stealth. It looks like this cathedral is a bit closed off. Or maybe it's this thing? The thing right next to the start. Beautiful. Okay, so now it seems like we have the entirety of the map of Leonia, or except for this entire area over here. So, not close, but not close enough. And there's our friend the dragon, of course. There's our portal. Let's go to the portal next. For now, let's just rest at the site of grace and take a quick break. Let's see. So, let's go with... So we'll be back in about 5-6 minutes or so. Stay tuned. And welcome back to the Ales and Fails Twitch stream. I'm your host, Ale Wolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer. Mama Ales, baby boy, the excellence of an execution. And welcome back to the stream. We're enjoying a fun romp through Leonie of the Lakes in Elden Ring. And yeah, I gotta tell you folks, it's been a bit rough. First we were started out at a dungeon. We couldn't summon anyone for multiplayer. We didn't defeat the snail caller. And then we found this dragon. And then we probably spent a good hour fighting it. And I want to say we, at least in one of those rounds, we got him all the way to 2/3 health. And darn it, it was the single, like, one hit shot that would keep getting us every time. So yeah, it hasn't been the easiest of runs. Really, our biggest accomplishments thus far have been finding the rest of the map of Leonie of the Lakes, which is fine. Progress is progress, I guess. But if we're talking about progress in Elden Ring, this qualifies as 0.0001% progress. But you know what? That's fine. That's neither here nor there. And the reason for that is because we have our friend here, KBS, or Kentucky Bourbon Stout. Now, I'm pretty sure that you've seen me have one of these in the past. This is an imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels. So what exactly does that mean? Well, what is a stout? A stout is an ale that brews dark. It is generally prepared using crystal malts and sometimes chocolate malts, which are grains that brew dark. They brew opaque. They have like coffee-ish notes. Sometimes they taste a little more chocolatey. Rather, the focus here is less on the bitterness of the beer and more on the sweetness, the grains, the roast. Sometimes they can be roasted. In fact, I believe that in a very rule of thumb kind of way, stouts are different than porters in the way that stout malts are roasted as opposed to porters. But sometimes your mileage may vary. Stouts can be very versatile. They can range from very sweet. You have things like milk stouts in which have lactose, give it a slightly milkier taste. You have coffee-like stouts, which I think are generally called breakfast stouts. You have chocolate stouts, of course, which rely heavily on the flavor of chocolate malts. And you have pastry stouts, which are fashioned to taste like your favorite pastries, like cinnamon buns and like baked goods. They're actually some of my favorite. But yeah, this is more of a. I think this is more of a breakfast stout. I think it showcases more the coffee, and it is also aged in bourbon barrel, which means that it kind of has like a slight bourbon flavor to it, which kind of like rounds it out, gives it a more maple, like molasses flavor, and I very much enjoy it. Some of my favorite stouts are aged in bourbon barrels, but that's what I have to say on it. Let's go ahead and see what Untappd has to say here. And I've had it once before on stream. And this lady is very happy to have had her stout. 12% alcohol by volume. This beer taught us that patience truly is a virtue. KBS is a big imperial stout brewed with a massive amount of coffee and chocolate, and then bourbon barrel aged to perfection. Incredibly silky and full-bodied with notes of vanilla, cocoa, roasted coffee, and charred oak. So solid description, a mighty beer. Let's go ahead and taste it. And if we're talking about alcoholic drinks, this would be my second alcoholic drink today. I know I've had 3, but the first one was actually NA. So here's hoping that this doesn't completely knock me out. But I am Ales, the man with the iron stomach, or rather the man with the iron liver. Funny story, well, not really a funny story, more of an anecdote. I feel that I was having a delicious Korean dinner with some friends the other day, and they were having lots of soju. And of course I had a lot of soju too, and I felt like I was immune to it. Fang a nail. So the first thing that hits you is kind of the roast on the nose, maybe a slight nutty flavor to it. Once you taste it, very strong chocolate notes, kind of like dark chocolate as opposed to milk chocolate. Very sweet. It's a very crippling sweet in the sense that it clasps you and it doesn't let you go. Very strong, very short and acute hit, but then it releases. Kind of like a maple type sweetness to it. No real notes of bitterness there. A little bit. The only, I mean, I guess if you think coffee is better, yeah, you could get it from there. But otherwise, I feel like just the bourbon barrel aging kind of just rounds it out and gives it a more of a sweeter edge to it. Not a sweeter edge, but more of a sweeter round to it, if anything. So very, very much malty. Again, molasses and maple are the things that stick out. Maybe some light notes of fig as well. I can't taste the vanilla, but maybe that's in the opening, which is very, very quickly overwhelmed by the body of the beer. This is the type of thing that I really love. And let's rate it accordingly. 375 today. Another solid winner for us. Let me go ahead and update our ticker here. Okay, and that's that. Don't think we need that anymore. Let's go back to our game. Okay, so like I said, I probably have a solid 30-35 minutes left. Here we are exploring what is this place called? Academy Gate Town. Finger Reader Crone. I guess I missed whoever that was. Oh yeah, and we also wanted to check out this portal. So let's just follow the road, I guess. What is that over there? Oh, that must be something else completely. Interesting how all these areas connect. Am I headed? Yes. And hope you're having a fine afternoon. I did go ahead and post a question of the night. What do you enjoy about fall? And like I said, I am fairly basic. I enjoy the pumpkin spiced anything. But of course, because I am ales, I also do enjoy the Oktoberfest. It's like, ales, what is wrong with you? Why don't you enjoy more beers? Going in the wrong direction here. And I know that there's a perfectly good compass on the top of my screen and I refuse to follow it. I just have to bring up the map every time. One of the things that I continually say to anybody that plays this game is, why couldn't they just put a mini map on the screen? That would have been so nice. What are we not? How would everyone not benefit from having a mini map? Okay. Isn't this too big of a jump? Yeah, I think it's fine. Where's that crone? Seems like we're standing right on top of her. But height-wise, we might actually not be where we need to be. Yeah, she must be on top of the structure. Is there a ladder? Why would there be a ladder? A lot of the time it seems like you can actually enter these areas, but it seems like the doors have been shut. Oh, what is... How did I miss this? Ah, yes, a golden seed. Do I have enough? Let's call forth Torrent. Hey there, boyo. Are these guys magical in any sort of way? Well, they're certainly agile. I have lost sight of my sight of grace. Hey, wait a second. I vaguely remember this guy. I think he was at the round table. That's a bit extreme. Now, whatever you do, don't attack him. Okay, what I actually wanted to do was to see if I could level up my flasks, or the other thing that can happen whenever you get golden seeds. Hey, what is this? Oh, it's one of those evil plants. I wonder if these were supposed to be normal humans at some point. Three golden seeds. Ah, I guess I'm still missing one. Fine. Let me go find my way to that portal again. That's over there in 5. Hey, there's something at the top of that minaret. Just a bit of the magic grease. I wonder where this portal will lead us. I think, as the old saying goes, a portal is just a friend you have yet to meet. Let's go to the Digi world. No. Wait a second, this was the other map point. Good, I guess. Well, that wasn't really that surprising. Let's continue exploring the Academy Gate Town. Sorry folks, just a second here. Okay. So what I want to get to... Where's number 4? Wait, I thought it was a 2. Jeez, guy. Can you be a little less hardcore when you attack? I'm assuming that he's like thinking go big or go home. It's like I only get one chance to attack a random guy passing by. I might as well just do my fanciest twirl. Trust me, if I had one very specific like move that only I knew how to pull off, like it just happened to be the greatest Shoryuken in the world. Oh great, it's one of these guys. I hate crabs, I hate crabs. Then I would probably try to maximize my opportunities to use it. This is the same one that I had gotten to. Is that the person? No, it's just a window. But they are in here. Or on top. Is there a door somewhere? I thought they were eggs. How do I get to the top of this thing? Necessary item ahead. How do I get up there? Oh hey, look at that. Hey, a staircase. Okay, maybe this is what we need. Let's get off our high horse. And let's Metal Gear Solid this thing. I don't know that coming in through the front door is a smart thing to do, but you know what? Nice. Good job, boys. Let's heal up. Ah, that took my entire health bar. Magic bar, that is. Okay, no more healing. That was good. I wonder why they didn't attack me first. with the giant slingshot thing. Let's go ale pack. Ah, some more. What? Are you really gonna challenge us? Come on. Didn't even need the boys for that one. Did we leave a spoil behind? A straight sword. Nothing particularly useful, of course. Hope there's a site of grace somewhere around here. What the? What is... And there I go. What is this giant, giant funky thing? Ah, of course. Outside. Wonder if I can just run in and get my runes though. That took way too long. It's like, why fight anybody when you can just do that? And there's the crone that we were looking for. Huzzah! Are they coming? Yeah, I think we're fine. Alright. Everyone in this game and the fingers. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done. Let's see. I am surprised that those guys didn't chase after me. Surprised or disappointed? Couldn't it be a bit of both? Now the annoying thing about that giant head was just the fact that every time I tried to slash at it, it would just run away. What are you gonna do? One lonely guard. And like I said, the nice thing about the particular build that I have is I do just have overwhelming strength for most single target enemies. But that hardly ever helps when they can survive the first attack. Too many bushes. Oh, there's a guy right there controlling the thing, I think. Move. I can't beat this thing, it's too... Maybe I need to do this horseback. Nice. Great, and I've only got one guy left. One wolf left. What are you doing? Okay. Not too bad, but we lost our wolves. Very sad indeed. Need more treasure to pillage around here. Where are we even? Just the Academy Gate Town, I guess. Well, at least we got the ridiculous dragon head thing. Be wary of fire, really. They must have known. They didn't warn me. Here's one. Do any of these doors open? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna walk away from this area missing a completely important item. And of course that's where we came from. No need to go back there. Some smoldering butterflies are always good for us though. Gotta love those fire pots. Oh, poor time to drink. Well, who am I kidding? It's always a wonderful time to drink. There's a gate there to a very large part of the map, I guess. Guess I can't climb the brambles. Heading in that direction. I guess we continue. Ooh, is that a site of grace I see? By Jove, I think it is. Meeting place map. I have no idea what that is a map for. Do you know where I went? Is this like some sort of dungeon? Am I inside a dungeon? Yeah, did I just skip all that? I think I did. Whoops. More wolves. My brethren. Ooh, merchant. What are you selling?
It's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help?
Fang damned ashes. That's funny. I didn't know you could summon these things. I'll probably buy them. Just for the funsies. Preceptor's Secret. And what is this? Fever's Cookbook. These are always useful. Attempts invasion of other players' worlds. I feel the cool thing might be the imp ashes. Do I even have enough? HP FP costs 50. How much FP do I actually have? 88. So I could actually pull it off. Honestly, a couple of these things might be fun to have. But I should be crafting some more.
Have a safe journey.
Oh, and that's the other side of the gate, huh? Some white flesh. Boom, dead. This guy was way too tough. Doesn't seem like a particularly necessary enemy. But I think that should be it anyways. Let me go ahead and collect my runes. And then let's... Wait, where are my runes? Yeah, they are that way. This is different. This is not where I was. I really gotta go get that 1,000 or so runes. Why? Because they're mine. Alright, let's go. Let's go back over here. Let's rest at that site of grace, and let's call it. And let's see. Let's go with... that. Why do I keep doing that? There we go. So that was the Ales and Fails Twitch stream for today, Friday, October 13th. Hopefully you enjoyed some of that chaos. I know that we didn't really make too much progress. We explored some things, we challenged a few bosses and lost. But I guess that's par for the course for our stream. It was very much on brand. If you like this sort of nonsense, I'll be on once again next week, Thursday. Thursday. Should be going back to the Mega Man Zero. And then Friday, I'll probably go back to Elden Ring. And maybe Monster Hunter Rise. So hopefully you have a wonderful weekend ahead of you. Hopefully you got some fun plans. Maybe some good eats waiting for you. I certainly hope I have some in my future. But yeah, as I like to end these things, where's my button here? Stay thirsty, Alpac. We'll see you again.